Everyone, stick together. We can do this.
Five, four, three, two, one. Initially, flashpoint. Station.
Hey, it's kickoff. I'm ready for anything.
Greetings.
Greetings. Let's destroy their reputation. Shaping our fate. Time for another experiment.
Get them off the objective! Over here!
Understood. Sorry, I'm unaffected. Enemy over here! Thank you. I see what. Serve by design. मेरे मुताबिक चलो.
Attack the objective!
Next, flashpoint. Bazaar.
Let's try something new. Hey, stay alert. Mind the shot. Holly? Leave me be. This girl's fine as a shield.
Unlocks in 10 seconds.
Shoot it! Shoot it!
Whew, there's a lesson in every mistake. Welcome to orbit. Serve by design.
Into the iris.
I don't stop you.
Tools in hand, brain in gear.
Next, flashpoint. Resort.
Make your maker proud. Attack the objective.
Got it! Ready for
They're attacking me.
Flashpoint unlocks in 10 seconds.
Turning out the heat.
Did not think that was going to hit me.
I still have some fight in me.
Thank you.
They're going to love this.
I am on fire. Everyone follow me.
Eyes on the side! By design! Fire in the hole!
Over there. Look at that.
Pride in engineering.
Fire at will!
Shoot it, shoot it.
Enemy over here!
Bastion of power. Hotter than a furnace.
Resort. Secure. Next, flashpoint. Garden.
We are needed at the next point.
Begin.
Sit down.
Flashpoint unlocks in 10 seconds.
Bold and ready to go.
Objective mine.
I've spotted a foe.
Understood. Time to let out some steam.
I think we're outnumbered.
Back down. Not a chance. Turret in position. My turret's getting hit. My precious word.
Serve by design! Welcome to Overwatch! Deploying rocket!
I've high hopes for you.
Eyes on the sky!
Shoot it.
Fire.
Back at it. Turret deployed.
Lost. Next, flashpoint. Towers.
Over here. We must take the objective.
Flashpoint unlocks in 10
Understood.
seconds.
Let's take the
Flashpoint unlocked.
Taking the point.
Point secure. 外れよう。
Take care of each other out there.
We'll make it out alive. Maybe even in one piece.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attack commencing. Capture objective A.
Sigma present.
Can't stop once I get going.
Made nothing. Objective A captured. Escort the payload.
Clear the payload's path.
I know he didn't just solo ult me.
We're in this together. All of us.
Yeah, I want people that.
Thanks. I'll return the favor. Railgun charged. Deploying rocket. We're on our way.
Enemy vector calculated.
night job after this. Surrender to my will.
Eyes on the sky! Efficient design at work.
Major pack unlocked.
Our odds just got better. Roger that. We're on our way. This ends now.
Barrier initialized. Interesting question.
Ultimate payload once again.
Heroes never die.
Suit for Bonsuit.
Eyes on the sky!
Dang it. Hate to do it. Hate to do it. Oh, wait a minute. We only got one tank. That may explain some things. Yeah, we only got one tank. Mercy's dead.
A mild inconvenience.
Never die. Eyes on the sky! Got an enemy here!
God dang it. They were just healing everything.
My will.
I will break before I yield.
30 seconds.
We need somebody to touch a point. It's just too much going on.
I tire of these games. ชีวิตปกป้องชีวิต Put them in the ground.
Eyes on the sky!
I swear I could have went Bastion. I don't know why I didn't go Bastion. So hard breaking through Winston's shield.
Hammer down.
Yeah, goodness. What's up, Kyle? Yeah, I always start with Overwatch. I always start with Overwatch now, usually. Sometimes I do. Just because it's easy to boot into. Kind of get me warmed up a little bit. So stressful, though. Like, the only thing I hate about the game nowadays is, like, you know, I'm doing pretty good though. Only thing I hate about Overwatch nowadays is like, it was so much easier to be a flex back in the day because back when Overwatch first started, of course, back Overwatch 1, you know, you could pretty much win any match with certain characters, you know. Like I said, you could play different characters and you could do pretty good, you could win. And now though, like if I want to try another character, you're pretty much locked into certain characters. Like you cannot win. Like I said, we probably could have won that last match if I went Bastion. Roadhog probably could have done it better. Trying to think. Roadhog probably would have been a better bet for me to go. With how much damage they're putting out, I'm trying to think who they have for damage. Roadhog would have done pretty good, I think. Like I said, Overwatch is just one of those games nowadays where if you want to play, you're pretty much locked into playing a certain character. You can't play just anybody anymore. Like, it's counterwatch. That's people make the joke. It's counterwatch. You have to play a counter to win matches now. Back in the day, again, you could play certain characters and, you know, you can still win with just a mixed match of characters. Now you pretty much have to play a certain character. Kyle's like, is Costin not working out? No, it's working out. It's working out so far, I think. My title just meant that it's just me saying that I'm going to talk about the costume some tonight. Oh shit. Jetpack cat. Came flying right at me.
I believe the robots will rock with us. Don't you?
Dang it. I don't want to play the same character somebody else. Somebody else is playing McCree. Plus I got Jetpack Cat. Jetpack Cat is annoying to deal with. So hang on, we're gonna switch.
The barricade is on the move. Let's go.
Jetpack Cat he's annoying to deal with.
Yes. Of course.
Let's go Ash.
I'm the last one you'll ever cross.
Yeah, I see what they're doing.
They're on the move. Let's get them.
Over there!
Jetpack Cat's trying to fly Roadhog around.
Watch here. Get a load of this guy.
Now to show them that I'm in business.
There's an enemy here.
وريهم قوتك.
شدوا بأمان.
They got us outnumbered!
I can't do it by myself.
Enemy spotted.
Dang it, my aim is just bad because shit. I swear we lost this in the dumbest way possible.
Let's get back in the center.
Wow, that's so stupid. It's not so much a good jetpack cat. He's just. It's like I said. This is. It's just when you don't play with a team that has mics, because nobody pays. Like I say, people don't pay attention to pings. It's like, hey, you know, they're spawning camping back here. Where's the rest of the team at? Oh, they're still pushing ahead, and it's like, jetpack cat is just carrying roadhogs to the back line and killing everybody. And it's like one of those dumb matches where if you don't. That's the thing that sucks about Overwatch when you play by yourself. If you don't play the team that can talk, it's just stupid sometimes. Some matches are fine. We lost that because, like I said, we didn't have anybody to talk to. And it's just stupid sometimes. Sometimes you just lose to dumb ways. And that right there was easily not losable. It's just the fact that they pushed too far. And then it's like, hey guys, you know, jetpack cats in the back line, you know, turn around. You can't sit there and type it all out. But your team doesn't pay. Most players don't pay attention to that. They just keep pushing forward. And it's like, well, you know, we're going to keep pushing. You deal with that. What's back there? Like, I can't deal with the Roadhog and a jetpack cat. It's like either I shoot the cat and he drops Roadhog, or he drops Roadhog and Roadhog kills me. Either way, I'm going to die to Roadhog. Like, I won't say they have no skill. They don't have. I don't say they have skills. It's just if you play without other players, you know, it's you can't communicate very well in certain matches. Like that right there was easily winnable, you know. Yeah, I like McCree too. McCree's good. McCree could have done good in that match, but it's easier for me to shoot jetpack cat with Ash. But again, I couldn't do anything in that match because my team was too focused on trying to push too far ahead. And so we end up losing again because I can sit here and ping like this right here saying, hey, look at this right here. Most everybody's going to ignore that. Most players are just too stupid to, you know, they're just too single focused in this game. Most players that play games like this, Call of Duty, Battlefield, this game, Fortnite, whatever the objective is, they focus on it sometimes too hard. And you can't do anything about that. It's like, hey guys, turn around. There's a Roadhog back here. They won't turn around because they're focused on just stopping the rest of the team. And it's like, okay, well, he's gonna kill me. Y'all don't have another hit scan player to stop Jetpack Cat. What's gonna happen? Jetpack Cat's gonna keep flying in because somebody can kill him on our team. He has Roadhog. He's gonna keep killing the back line. We lose, and that's just how it is. You know. Hold the line. We don't need everybody to come after Wrecking Ball.
ready for a shot. Roll over.
Ugh. What's up, Riku? How you doing today? Is Barry and Knight here? I don't think Barry is yet. Knight may be lurking. I can never tell, but Riku's right there. Like I said, Barry usually pops in at random. You can never tell. You can never really tell with Barry. Wait a minute. No, he's just trolling. We let him troll. He wants to distract me. He probably will eventually. He wants to get me to turn around, but I'm not gonna do it right now. It's kind of a safe spot to shoot right here. Yeah, that's nice. I told you. Like I said, sometimes she's around. Sometimes I don't. I never bother her. Like I always say, nobody's ever. I never expect everybody to always be in here all the time. But freaking hamster. He's hurt and I'm hurt. He's probably getting his health back on the corner right there.
60 seconds.
Okay, where did he go? Yeah, he's probably getting his health back. But I will show you the progress in the costume, though. And Night, your sandwich sounds tasty. Okay, Diva has her alt. I guarantee it. I will bet money that Diva has her alt. There you go. Freaking hamster! Can't do anything. I could go Sombra and hack this ball, because this ball is super annoying. I also could go Roadhog and deal with him. I'm trying to decide which one I want to do. I may go Roadhog and deal with him, because he's starting to annoy me. I swear, sometimes you can get like easy casual matches, and sometimes you get these matches where everybody feels like they're playing for their son's soul that Satan stole on a Tuesday. Like sometimes I just want to kind of play quick play and just have fun at Overwatch. I mean, seriously. Like I just want to have fun tonight. It's kind of, I want to try to win, but I just want to have fun, really. Oh no, they won't let you. They want to. Diva, you freaking. And sometimes I just want to sit here and, like I said, fight me like the IRS trying to take tax money from me or something. Good God. Like I said, I may have to go Roadhog because they're not hard, but I'm not really countering anybody right now. Ugh. God, I hate playing counters in this game. I just want to have fun. Oh, goodness. Dumb ball. God, dude. They're trying too hard. I mean, you want to win, but like they're going all out. What the? Oh, okay, I'm gonna die. Okay, I'm trying to get Hog real quick. I'm sitting here burning. I'm screaming. What's going on? Nice. Good job, everybody. I'm proud of you guys. Well, usually what it is, Kyle, sometimes what it is, it's I mean, I'm a high level player myself, so sometimes you do get ranked with other high level players. Usually what you find in Overwatch the most is it's like people who, because Overwatch, the thing that, hang on, let me back up a little bit. The thing I hate about Overwatch 2, they've changed how they tell you who's like, okay, hang on, let me back up some. I keep starting, I need to back up to get the whole story. When Overwatch first started, it would tell you if players were on a team. So say if these guys right here in the other team, if they had like one or like say these two players were playing together, or say if all like 5 players were playing on the same team, it would tell you. It would say, hey, you're playing against a team of 5, and there may be like one random player on their team, and my team may just be all randoms, but the game would still tell you that. Over time, they took that feature out because then they want players knowing that they were playing against a team. They want to make it think. They wanted you to make you think it was fair. When they had the quick play thing, they got people complaining saying, well, it's not fair playing against a team. They couldn't really do anything about that like there's some things they could have done, but there was nothing they could really do about that stop team stacking. So what they did, they took the feature away that shows you that players were in the team. So sometimes you will, like that match right there, or the one before that, the one with the cat and the roadhog, that could have been a team and you wouldn't have known. But usually it is, and sometimes what it is, you'll be a team, you'll play against a team, and you won't know it. But you can usually kind of tell who's a team. Like when they play really structured and good, that's usually a team. Like that Roadhog Jetpack Cat combo, I guarantee that they were part of the team, because you don't just do that out the blue. Like usually you have to set that up with somebody. Let's see. Kyle says Santa Torp looks nice. Yeah, it's my favorite skin. I may switch it just because I usually use it during Christmas time, and I may switch it to like his the second favorite skin is the Magini skin right here. Like I usually wear his theme skins that you get from special, events and stuff. I may just switch to this one for right now, since it is not Christmas, and it's still a pretty cool skin. But anyway. So sometimes you will play against teams, and like they will play to win, because usually what they're doing is also they are trying to finger quote warm up before they play competition mode. And so they come on quick play as a team and to get practice and kind of get warmed up before they just jump into quick or competition mode. They'll jump into quick play as a team. And the only bad thing is you're going to suffer for that though. Like, oh, I'm playing against a stack of 6 players. That sucks. This skin isn't from Lord of the Rings. This is actually from, I want to say this is, this was from, I want to say World of Warcraft, or I think it's not Warhammer, it's something else. It's, I forget the actual game name. It's owned by Blizzard, or old school Blizzard. It's not Warhammer though. Blizzard doesn't own Warhammer, I don't think. Whatever it is, it's from that series. But I want to say it's also from World of Warcraft because of the crown, But like I said, sometimes you just find players like that who are just really, really good, and it is super annoying to deal with. Let me see. I want to see if I have any rare skins on these characters. There are a few skins in the game that are kind of rare. I don't think I have Zarya's skin. I never got that one. I do have Widow's rare skin. Let's see. Widowmaker. Her rare skin is actually, let's see, I think I have it. This one. Because you got this skin from playing Overwatch when it first came out. And the only other character I can think of that I have a rare skin on is Bastion. And I think his skin is the Lego skin. I think I have that one. Yeah, I got that one. And I'm trying to think, is anybody else? Those are the only characters I think I have rare skins. Everybody else I don't think I got. I think Winston had one, but I don't think I have it. Let's see. No, I don't think I have Winston's rare skin. I don't think I do. No, I don't have Winston's rare skin. You don't see many Mercy players lately because they ruined her healing output. She does not heal as well as she used to, and so players don't use her a whole lot right now. Hopefully they fix it. But Mercy is one of those characters where they literally nerfed her healing. I tried playing her some. She's still kind of fun, but she does not heal like she used to. Kyle's like, have you played like? Oh God, Kyle, yeah. Like Legos was huge in the '90s. It's still big now. Only bad thing about Legos these days, they're super expensive. Like you go into a Walmart or something, look for a Lego set, it costs you almost like $120 to buy a set for some things. When I was a kid, Legos were everywhere. You had the whole little buckets that came with random pieces. But yeah, I grew up on Lego. I grew up on the different sets. I didn't have a theme back then, like those little spaceman sets and everything. The first themed set of Legos I ever bought were Bionicle. Bionicle, I think, for me is the peak of like Lego sets for me. I love Bionicle. Each set sold separately. I love Bionicle. It did lose me when they went to the prequel series, and I never did come back really hard from that. Like I stayed for a little bit, but then it just kind of got messy with the story. And it's kind of like the same way Ninjago has done. I still like Ninjago somewhat more a little bit. Ninjago's still kind of fun, but like with Bionicle though, but is Bionicle? Oh God, yeah. If they bring it back, people want them to bring it back. But the story ended though. Technically, the story ended, and the sets just they just phased them out because they said they weren't selling as much as they used to. But I used to love the first set of Bionicles. I won't forget. I had one Christmas. My parents bought me. There was a mechanical set they released of Bionicle, like in the first series, that were like these two crab creatures that you could actually build and then control with a remote control. I love that toy to death. Like I built it, and it wasn't just anything super fancy. They were kind of slow and everything, but it was the fun of building it, and then letting my mom play with it with me. Because like what you could do, they weren't super advanced. But they could like hang on, let me see if I can find a picture of it real quick. You could play with it, and my parents were they loved me back then, loving stuff like Legos and things like that. But you could control it and everything, and they would move very slowly, and they would they would box with each other. I'm gonna try to see if I can find a video real quick of it. I forget what their names were though. I'm hoping I can just type in crab set. Okay, I found it. Okay, here it is. So okay, so this is them right here. These are the Bionicle sets I had. And so you could build them and use a remote control, and they would bounce each other. And the goal was to knock both these masks off of them. So you had to kind of control it, and like you wanted to box the mask off the other unit. And so when I got it, like I said, I played with my parents and everything, and they loved seeing me build this like during Christmas. It was so fun. And like it was fun for a while. Like I said, I played with it almost like the whole next year. But then, knowing Bionicle is one of those sets where they keep releasing new stuff. So it's one of those toys where I kind of hate that practice where, Knight's like, ooh. It's one of those sets that you get, but they keep releasing new stuff. But I love that toy. My parents, it was so fun. It was so fun. But the only bad thing about Bionicle, hang on, I turned off display capture for some reason. I don't know why I did that. Is I don't like series that go to prequel stuff after the main things too much. Like even Star Wars, even though technically there are some good prequel stuff, Star Wars, and technically Star Wars did not know it was going to set out to be a prequel series, but I mean, the movies did kind of start off like that anyway. Like what happened before this film, but it's like Bionicle was going great. And then they did the main plot, and then they jumped back to the prequel because like the characters, escaped this great evil. And then when they're taking the break, the guys are like, "What happened in the past to you guys? Like, can you explain the past to us?" And then you have two whole series, dealing with the prequel, like what happened before all this happened, and they kind of lost with that because prequel stuff kind of bores me in a little bit because it's like the future versions are stronger and everything, and it's like, why are you jumping backwards in time? Now, if you just did like a little short, story that kind of told things shortly, that's okay. But when you involve an entire series for it, you lose me for a bit because like I don't want to have a whole 30 episode series on this. Kyle's like, those days compared to now, which is better? Like you mean like Lego sets? I mean, Lego sets are still good today. Barnacles just like I said, you don't find many themed toy sets like that now with Lego. That's what I'm like. You don't find like themed toy sets now. Now it's just sets in general. Lego was like the only set I can think of. Actually, I take that back. Is Ninjago. Ninjago is the only set I can think of like that. And Ninjago was a very fun series. It was meant to end early on though, but Ninjago got so popular that they kept pushing it on. But it was meant to end early on because I actually remember being in college, I think, with my roommate, and we were both kind of into Ninjago. And I remember like the season finale for season 2, like, man, this is gonna be awesome. Like, how is it gonna end? And it was meant to end like that, but then they kept, pushing it out and stuff. And I think Ninjago was like that was like over like 15 years ago, I think. I forget when me and Rinku, my college roommate, left college, but yeah, that was like 15 years ago. And my roommate, I told him like, hey, it's another season of Ninjago coming out. He's like a steal, Like they just keep making new series of that stuff. But also, I got 2 things I need to show you guys. First, I'm going to show Kyle the update to the cosplay thing I've been printing out, which I would be running right now, but I didn't want to you guys hear the noise. So let me go get that real quick. What is that? No, that's just a piece. I'm sorry, I was looking at X Play. They were doing a review and they were talking about Halo 2, I think. I was like, man, nostalgia right there. Okay, so this is the current update with the cosplay armor. So this is it. This is the front piece now. So with the front piece now, it actually connects like this, and it actually comes to my chest like this. So it is much, 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 much smaller than the other set I showed you the other day. That was like that huge thing with Kyle's like it looked too big on me. So I reprinted. I went ahead and bit a bullet because I was kind of scared if I did this, was it going to work? Because I didn't want to waste time trying to reprint everything. But putting it against my chest, like if I'm like, I may have to use some what do you call it? Not spandex, but what do you call the stuff that attaches things you can stretch? Not spandex, like whatever it's called. Anyway, I was figuring instead of trying to glue these 2 pieces together like I did the other one, like, kind of naively without thinking about the repercussions of getting into it, I was thinking I could just attach some spandex to the back of this, like glue it, so that way when I'm trying to get into it, if I needed to stretch a little bit, it can stretch some. I thought about that because if you glue it, especially with contact cement, it's what I use a lot now, this won't come apart. This is going to stay together like this the entire time, so I cannot move it. So I'm trying to think like, if I need to give some giveaway to this, like I said, at most, like I said, I could just glue it like really tight together to hold together, and then the sides also super glue or glue those together. But the main point is, it seems like it fits pretty good against my chest, so I think it works out pretty good. The only bad thing is I need to go ahead and glue it this weekend to see how it's going to fit overall, because I don't live with anybody right now, and I can't have somebody hold the back piece up to my back to see how it looks in the mirror. I can't. It was weird this week trying to hold it up to my back, but so far it looks pretty good though, with how it connects to my chest. So I'm actually glad that Kyle said it looked too big, because I didn't want to go to a convention and the cosplay armor be too big. Like, oh God, it's like this humongous piece I can't do anything with. Or I could wear it, but it would just be super huge. Like I said, the part that I showed you guys that I wore was the original file at 130% size. So it came out looking like this gigantic, bulky thing. Now it actually looks normal in a way. It's not just this bulky, chest piece. Only bad thing is with doing this though is I'm going to have to go back and reprint everything I've done for the chest piece. Kyle's like, it would be easy to put on and take off now. Yeah, it will be easier to take on and off now, true. The only bad thing that sucks about this though It's literally, there are like in my living room right now. I was gonna paint some this weekend. There are probably, well, it's gonna rain. It's supposed to tomorrow. But anyway, I went ahead, like when I did that picture. Hang on, let me show you guys what I finished real quick. Okay, so, oh, hang on, crap. Can't show that link because the guy that made this file may not want me to show the link off because it's one of those paid files and he probably doesn't want me showing the link off on stream. So let me get the picture real quick. I think I have it in here. We saved it last stream, I think. Let me make sure. Yeah, here it is. Cause I want to be careful not to show it off on stream because, like I said, it's one of those links where you buy it and then they send you the link to it. So okay, this is it right here. So hang on, let me make it bigger. Okay, so like Kyle said, it will be easier to get into now and it won't be bulky. Like you can see, this isn't very bulky right here. The only bad thing is when I originally made this, I had already printed out the chest piece. This piece right here, this little neck piece, I printed that out at 130%. I printed out these two side pieces at 130%. I printed out the what do you call it? The scales, I guess they're called. I printed out these, like the black pieces, at 130%. So you're literally looking at, you know, this is one piece I had to print into two. This right here, you know, one, like these 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So 12 pieces, then 1, 2, 3, 4, which two of those I had to split in half. So you're looking at also, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 pieces, 19. This right here was printing it to 20, 21, 22, 23. Let's see what else did I print. I printed this neck piece right there. That's 24. I printed out these little medallions you got to put on here. That's 25, 26, 27. And there's some more in the back, 28, 29, 30. So you're looking at over 30 pieces I had already printed out that I'm going to have to redo again now. That's the only part of me that is kicking myself at night saying I hate that I did this, but it would be worth it if it did not look, again, like Kyle said, it'll be easy to get into and it won't look like this gigantic bulky nightmare. Like I said, the only bad thing is the fact that I got to print out over 30 pieces again now, that each one almost takes almost half a day to print. Like these scales right here, I can usually get these. I think these scales, without being 130%, you can probably print each one of these out in maybe 2 hours. You know, the big piece right here, these are actually pretty big. I don't have an example right now. I don't have an example. I have a small example. You know, like something like this. This probably took about an hour, but you can probably when you feel hot, very hot, Kyle, I may have to install a fan inside of this helmet though. It will get hot. Yes, it will. I probably will install a fan in the helmet piece though. That's usually what I do nowadays with helmets. If it's gonna be hot, I just put a fan in there. But it's gonna take me over to reprint all this stuff. Like I said, the scales, you can probably, now they're not gonna be as big, you can probably print this in all 3 sets. I can probably print all 3 sets if I had a whole day to myself in a day. But like these pieces right here, these red pieces, these are going to take at least half a day. I know for a fact. You know, half a day, half a day, half a day. And then these giant pieces you guys can't see fully, it's probably going to take a day a piece. This is going to probably take about 8 hours. It's probably going to take about 6 hours. So I'm looking at, if I can maybe get a week and a half, I can probably finish it, you know. But it's coming up on it though, like I said, because DragonCon, they're taking a deposit next week, which is going to hurt me terribly, you know. It's one of those things you forget about, but you kind of remember in the back of your head. I got the email this morning and they said they're going to take the deposit next week, and that's going to be, ooh, it's going to suck. But I mean, it's fine because I have, you know, my room and stuff like that, which anyway, so kind of like, I have never put a costume together, so I don't know how you put a fan in your costume. It's not hard, Kyle. You can buy fans off Amazon and like little small fans, and you just basically all you do is you buy like a little small battery pack, and you just, you know, you literally just stick it into your helmet. You just super glue it into your helmet. Like I said, all you gotta do, go on Amazon, buy a mini fan, super glue it on top of something. Don't put the fan just right against the armor. Like you want to like get a piece of like plastic or something to kind of hold it onto it. and then literally just get like a little battery attachment, run it through it, and you'll be fine. Now, some people do get fancy and make their own custom battery packs. I don't feel like doing that because that involves soldering, and I haven't gotten to that. And soldering is basically when you use just think of a very hot, let's just say a hot glue gun, basically, where you have to burn off metal to make your own battery pack, basically. And it's not too hard. It is dangerous because it's so hot and you can burn yourself terribly. That's why we would never give it to Rinku, because Rinku would probably burn themselves. We know what happened to Box Cutter, but it's also super tedious though. So usually I'm just trying to buy things that are pre-made if I can. But it's not too hard though. Like once you get to putting costumes together, it's not hard. And you honestly don't have to do something as complicated as this right here. I'm just doing this because I've always loved Monster Hunter. But when you do cosplay, you don't have to do something as complicated as this. You say that, Kyle, but I've seen Rinku with the box cutter. They are dangerous. But yeah, I met a guy at a convention this past weekend, and I told him, like, he was like, I've never done costumes before. And I was like, you don't have to, he's like, I just threw this costume together overnight or something like that. But you could tell he was ecstatic though, cause he liked my cosplay too, but he was ecstatic because he's never been to a convention. And I told him, well, I hope you enjoy it. And he's like, well, my costume's not as like, cool as yours, but I still like this character. It was from Juju, how you pronounce the word, I can't pronounce it. And I told him the main thing is, as long as you are having fun, that's what it should matter. It shouldn't matter how much you spend, because I really hate cosplayers that do that kind of stuff. And I really don't like cosplayers that focus on the cost as much, and it annoys me a lot. There's a lot of things in the cosplay world that annoy me. I hate people that do cosplay prints. That really irks me a lot. Like if you're a voice actor or something, that's one thing, I guess. But even then, it kind of biased because it wasn't always like that. But people who sell cosplay prints, really it kind of, that's just me though, and it's not trying to, I don't want to crap on anybody, but I really don't like people that charge for pictures of cosplay. It's like, oh, I'm cosplaying so-and-so this month, you can sign up to my Patreon and, for, whatever the price is, you can get a picture of me dressed as whatever. It's like, I guess it's a business, I guess. It's just, for me, when it comes to cosplay, it's like, just do it, I just do it for fun. People want to take my picture, they can do it. Someone wants to take a photo shoot of me. They're welcome to do it without paying me. I'll do it for fun. I had a guy at the convention I went to this past weekend. Lord knows I would never see the pictures, but he was to do like a short photo shoot. He took like 5 pictures of me at different angles for his portfolio. I was like, go ahead and do it, dude. You're welcome to it.
Don't forget that.
But some people will be like, no, you gotta pay me for that. Like, no, like cosplay should just be, for fun. Now, if you don't work or something and that's your means of money, that's fine. I understand that. But at the same time, I don't like charging people to see me dressed as a character. That's just crazy, in a way.
Attackers incoming.
But that's just my random rant of the day. It's a Hanzo on their team. Wait, is that a flower? Thank you. Can't do anything. Very bad matchup for me. They have 2 really good counters against me on this team. Out. Got a pretty decent team so far. Just trying to do your flower is like in the worst spot because it's not helping us at all, like at all. Kyle's like, I love the branch of educational. Yeah, I try not to too much though, because But some people like my rants though, because they just keep going on. Gotta make it stronger. God, his flower is just not helping me a lot. Dang it. Don't know what she was shooting at. She missed me by a mile.
Bring in the rain! Life protects life.
I'm probably pushing way too far, but I'm just gonna see if I can get this kill. Probably not. She ran, yeah. Pushed too far, need to get back.
Огонь по готовности!
Dang it! Shoot.
Helden sterben nicht!
Ladies and gentlemen, start your service. Okay, that's what.
Can't handle the heat! Stay out of my way!
Good job, Genji. Probably shouldn't get cocky. Yeah, I don't get cocky. Push too far. That flower is. Oh, sorry, I just saw that. It's just meant to lift you up like that. It can heal you sometimes if he gets that perk, but it's just meant to give you a higher vantage point.
Helden sterben nicht!
Okay. They're pushing hard now. Crap. Yeah. Okay, yeah, we gotta back up. Back up, back up, back up, back up. Ah, dang it. Crap. That's what I said. I was paying attention how far they had got. Everybody on my team was dead, so I ended up getting caught. And we lost a teammate. And we got somebody else.
Ladies and gentlemen, start your service.
Dang it. Okay.
Is that a present for me?
She should not have soldiers all, seriously. Crap, crap, crap.
Stay in range if you want my help.
My ultimate is charged.
Dang it, I'm in a very bad spot right now.
Start your servers.
I am ready to unleash my ultimate.
Helden sterben nicht.
Dang it! Sorry guys, I couldn't do anything with that. You technically you can't lead in a match count. Usually what you see there is one or two things. Sometimes you can leave the match. I don't think that person did. You can usually tell somebody's upset and they leave the match. You can usually tell, oh, they weren't strong. I can like some. I mean, I'm not cocky enough to think I'm just a god at this game. I'm not. But that match was just lost because that one push they made before they went under the bridge, we just couldn't come back together after that. Like I said, sometimes some teams just get a certain good push where you just can't come back because our team trickles out. You know, because like you see, prime example, my team died. Okay, it's just me left, I think one healer. I'm still trying to shoot them, thinking, okay, I'm far enough back that I can get some shots in on this one character who's still pushing the point. Oh no, their two tanks actually went up and caught me off guard, and I can't get away from them. Well, I'm struggling. The four teammates that died are now just respawning and trying to get back to the point to stop it. I get killed because I couldn't get away from them. So we're down a man. So now you only have 5 players. You only have 4 players now going back to the point. 2 players are dead because a healer died after me, I think. One of the healers died. So now you only have 4 players coming back to a team of 6 now. They all are back at the point now. They get that one good push. Well, okay, those guys struggle. I start making my way back. 1 or 2 of our guys die, and you just never get that strength back of everybody being alive because they get that one push and just keep pushing. And then we had one teammate leave, and so that set us back for a few seconds. So they got to come into the game figuring out what they want to play because they won't always refill the role that person did. Like say we had a tank that was really good, and they just leave. Well, the person who they get put into their place may want to play DPS. They may not want to play tank. Well, we just lost a tank right there. What's going to happen? Somebody either has to fill tank in, or we just go with, 3 DPS, 2 healers, and 1 tank. And so sometimes things like that happen. So when we lost that one player, that can also affect us. But what was I going to say about that? Like I said, that team also had counters to me. I like playing Ashe, but like Zarya counters her somewhat because I can't shoot the players she bubbles on herself or make her stronger. So I can't shoot them. So I'm sticking there trying to hit their healers who's too far back to hit. And it's just certain things that happen, it's just one of those games. Communication would help a lot in those situations where it's like guys let's group up and stuff like that, but it is what it is. Sometimes you get matches you win, sometimes you don't. The game is rough, so casual mode is just not casual. Not anymore. Like quick play used to be super casual friendly where it wasn't as a sweat fest as I call it now. But over time Blizzard made it that way because nobody wants to play ranked a whole lot because ranked, people don't like losing their rank really. And ranked is really hard if you play solo. So usually people who may be good may not want to play ranked. So they'll play casual. Same thing with like Battlefield and Call of Duty are good examples where, streamers who dominate those games, they're usually not very good. Usually what it is when you see them online playing, and they've admitted to this usually, it's because they're playing in lower ranked matches and they're dominating because those players aren't as good as them. and they know this. And that's the only way to get good content is I gotta play against bad players so I look better. And sometimes you can tell there's a troll too, Kyle, because like you can tell there's one guy. I've come across him like 3 times now by accident. His name is iTroll. He plays Roadhog a lot, and he will troll on the other team. He's a good Roadhog. What he does, he will somehow get to the back line and just kill you at random. He's literally just like goofing around, but he's very good. I played against him 3 times, and I can deal with him, but because I know how he plays. But he's really good if you don't know. If you don't know what he's doing, he will sit back there and just like destroy your team. But if you know him, it's like, okay, he's gonna keep, camping back here. We need to go deal with him. But like I said, it's like one of these games, like I said, Overwatch has changed so much since it first came out. Like I said, I still enjoy the game, but I really, really do miss I really do miss Overwatch in its early days though. It's not the same. Like I said, maps like this, something about when the game first came out you just don't find anymore. I really miss.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Somebody hasn't spawned in yet. Well, see, we're down a player right now. That's what I'm talking about. Like right now, we're down a player. They haven't spawned in yet. So we just gotta wait till they get pick a character and spawn in. And now here they come. They got Hanzo. Do we need a Hanzo in this situation? No, we don't. But they got a Hanzo. So lost a healer. All right. Junkrat, you dump. Why did you come on that side, you idiot? You were. I hate that. Junkrat was dealing with him and he just left and got us killed. Because he turns around and comes my direction. Like I said, sometimes you just find dumb players who dumb stuff like that. It's like Junkrat, you were fighting him, you could have like held him off, like, no, I'm gonna turn around and come to your side for some reason while he's attacking you. Like, you just find really dumb players, I swear. I can't heal you in a house, you idiot. What's up, Barry? There you go, Kyle. That's Barry. Sombra switching now. Part because of me. Sombra switching. She went Soldier. Very smart. Very smart. She went Soldier to counter me. He's gonna go around up top. Come on, guys, don't let Hanzo kill all you guys.
Stop the payload.
The payload has reached.
Oh, that's close. He almost shot me in the face again. What you waiting on, Barry? So that monkey just sitting there waiting. No, it's funny. Winter's just sitting there. All right. Oh, you see? Yeah, taunts are cute. They are. But
Surrender to my will.
actually, it looks like our tank did not do anything. Yeah, our tank was struggling. Our tank went 4 and 5 the entire match, so you know, it happens.
Winner. Pure class.
It happens. Like I said, yeah. Like I said, some nights I just get in this rotation of just losses back to back. You know, sometimes I can do good. Sometimes I just get stuck in these matches. And again, that was our tank. You know, sometimes that's why I said I don't like playing the same characters. If somebody else is going to use Sigma, I usually will not run the same character. Because most players who try to do that are just trying to do, what's the term? When somebody's just trying to do a measuring contest, I want to call it. And it's like, oh, you play Sigma? I play Sigma too. Let's see who's better. Don't do that. That's stupid. Just pick somebody that can beat him. I don't want to see you guys have a measuring contest. Who's better? Just pick the guy who's going to beat him. And so their Sigma, again, came out 13 and like, what was it, 13, like 3 or 4? And our Sigma had 4 and 5. So their Sigma was dominating our Sigma. So it's like, dude, just get off Sigma, please. You're not doing anything with him. You know, sometimes you have a bad night, but if you're sucking at that, just switch. You know, you could have went Winston with that group they had, because they had a team that was very diveable. I don't think they had any really heavy hitters. They had a Soldier, a Hanzo, Ana, and Sigma. You could have went Winston and did very good against those guys. But they had a Winston too, so you probably wouldn't want to do Winston now that I think about it. So how would you counter Winston? You would need like a Roadhog with that. You could have used Roadhog with that. Roadhog could have dealt with most of those guys. But they didn't have a... There's a lot of things you could counter with. Kyle's like, how often do you win? More often. I actually can't win a lot. It's like some nights you just get stuck into a rotation of just bad matches. Let's see, what do they have? I don't want to play tank, but they don't have. Shit, they got Zarya. I don't want to play against Zarya, but
The world is shaped
Stop
by
that
my
barricade
hand.
in its tracks.
yeah, goodness. Well, they're trying to find a good counter for my team.
We've lost the lead. Unacceptable.
Wait, where's my team at? Why is my team at the freaking back of the map? What's back there?
I will not be cast out like common refuse.
Like I turn around, okay, team, let's just try pushing. Where are you guys at? They're at the very end of the map for some unknown godly reason.
Let the dragon consume you.
There should not be anybody that makes them take that much. Hog is chasing me, I think. Yeah. Hog is in the back.
Waste of a perfectly good manicure.
She respawned.
Enemies pushing their barricade.
Of course.
Stop them.
I wonder if she's gonna come this way. No.
Found their turret. Make way. Sharper than words. Let the kitsune guide you. Destroy them, Bob.
Eat me, Anna.
We must. I'm going.
Where is my team at? Like, I keep fighting here, like nobody's with me. Like, they are not that good to be holding the entire team up. Like, holy God.
Insult me at their own peril.
They got a turret.
I have such impeccable taste. I with power at my fingertips. Eyes on the sky!
Oh, crap.
Minimum saving galore!
achievement though. I got an achievement. I don't know what I did, but I got an achievement right there. I heard it. That noise you guys heard is an achievement. I don't know what I did to get it though. We'll see when we get out the match. Yeah, that sound meant I did something that was achievement worthy.
They outnumber us. I am escorting the robot.
Team, I need your help. For the sort of love of God, please help me. Where are you guys?
Blasted robot is with the enemy now. The robot is in my possession. Power at my fingertips.
God dang it. I'm sitting here, I'm crying for help.
Enemy's got the robot.
I'm crying for help. I'm begging for help in this. We should not be struggling with these guys.
I've no room for
They
error.
won't. They can't push forward.
Dragon consume you.
Light into being. Behind me. Let the kitsune guide you. Found their turret. Now my true plan unfolds.
They took the robot. Don't let it move a single step.
Well, we're probably gonna lose this one, but my team ain't helping me at all on this. They. I mean, I'm trying to wait for them, but they're so close that they will win in like a second, and we can't. And like they are at the.
The enemy's moving their barricade.
Just about ready.
Nice. I killed. I didn't. I was just trying to get away from it. I killed her with that. Nice.
30 seconds.
The only bad thing with this character, it takes a long time for her shield to come back. Dang it! I'm just taking too much damage. I can't do it. And plus they got 2 tanks. I'm trying to solo tank this. That's one reason I'm struggling. I'm trying to solo tank these guys.
I refuse to abide wrongful termination.
Man, I swear to God, man.
Play of the game.
Oh, man. This is a terrible team.
Epic. Winner.
Hanzo did pretty good. Hanzo, I mean, had a lot of damage. I wonder what that achievement was, though. I'm trying to see. What did I get? It was... Overwatch has not updated their achievements in a long time, so it's hard to find where it's at. Yeah, my last few matches have been nothing but losses, which is terrible. I think we won once in like the last little bit. I think it's been, yeah. That's usually how my matches go right there. Kyle asked earlier, you know, victory, 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 then it's defeat, 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 defeat. And then this lately it's just been defeat after defeat, you know. Like I said, and it's just because my team has just been god awful. I'm trying to see, how do I see? I wanted to see what achievement I got, but the game won't tell me. Again, Overwatch they haven't updated this dumb thing in forever, so I can't find what I just did. But I'm trying to think. Oh, here we go. This may tell me. Yeah, here we go. Hit 2 or more targets at once with both Sonic Repulsor and the Crystal Charge Explosion. Okay. Yeah, so when I hit in the air with that crystal at the same time as the repulsor. That was pretty bad. That was pretty bad accident too. You know, and again, that's not to say I'm some god player. I'm not. I'm not a god player at this game. It's just some things should not be as you shouldn't be as stupid in this game as sometimes. Again, I'm sitting there trying to we're sitting there trying to push. As a tank, I'm solo tanking this, guys. Where are you guys at? Like, especially at the very beginning. I turn around, every player on my team is at the very back trying to deal with, like, you know, one player back there or something like that. Guys, it does not take 5 of you to deal with one player. If you are too bad, like 2 people can do that. You know, 2 people can do with that.
Now
It shouldn't take the entire team to deal with one person sitting in the back line. You know, and it wasn't even a tank. That's the thing that's worse about that. It wasn't a tank that was back there. Now, if there was a Roadhog and a Jetpack Cat, yeah, turn around, let's deal with it. It was not that. It was literally one player. Like, if you guys can't handle that, you guys are just terrible at this game. And then from there, like I said, every engagement, I was by myself, I think. Like, almost every single one. I did get healed and, like, Anna did boost me once, but, like, almost every engagement, I'm by myself. And it's like, guys, my God, please. Also, something else I meant to see. I forgot I had ordered this. And I actually got this in the mail today. I got a pack of Pokemon cards. I forgot I had even ordered these a long time ago, but I got a pack of the Mega Evolution Ascended Heroes pack of cards from the Pokemon Center. I was surprised I got this order in. I had to have been at home that day because getting orders on mobile at work is almost next to impossible. So I think I was at home when I ordered these.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attack commences. Capture objective.
So I'm in a terrible mood right now. We're going to win this match. And then I may open those cards. We're not going to lose another match. Okay, Winston may miss. Okay, well, I'm trying to think. How many tanks we got? Winston Ball. Okay. What are our healers doing? Why are you guys in spawn?
This town just ain't big enough.
Healers, why are you in spawn? Okay, Monkey is not. What's Reinhardt doing? Reinhardt's like right there. What's he doing? Let's see. Give me Monkey. If you can't dive, give me the freaking Monkey. You should be diving.
I know one thing. Someone's gonna pay.
Winston, dive, you fool!
I got you.
我が敵を食らう
Boss, do something.
力挽狂澜
Kyle something. It's Mega Evolution Ascended Heroes pack.
You won't get the best of me. Let the kitsune guide you. Heroes never
Understood.
hatch them.
Adapter circuits engaged. Reinhardt.
My duty is being done.
Okay. Yeah, Winston and Ball are meant to dive though. When I say dive, what I'm talking about, they're meant to dive the back line and attack them and then get out. But what Winston's doing right here is trying to front line. He's not meant to do that. Now you can for a little bit, but he's really meant to front or back line their tank, their supports and stuff. But he's trying to front line tank and he's just not meant for it because he keeps dying.
There's much for fun.
Some bronze level.
狂澜
We're outnumbered.
Yeah, they.
Better be a good excuse for this holdup. Heroes never die.
Dang it.
Do something.
Oh god! That scared me to death. Like, where did he come from?
Let the kitsune guide you.
The fact he had enough time to go around is insane. That's actually pretty funny.
Hi there.
The fact he had time to go around and get me.
Payload's on the move.
So that means he would have had to come to our spawn to get around and do that. I missed those shots. Reinhardt's just camping. I like she'll still scream, even if you save her, she'll still scream.
Nice try.
It's on day.
There's an enemy here.
Woman, stop moving so I can shoot you. Thank you. Like, they need to change her reticle.
Let's move. Thank you.
You usually can't tell. They could be.
Hiya.
Players in this game used to talk a whole lot more than they do now. They don't anymore though. And I was playing the second wide.
Thank you kindly. Enemy seen.
Thank you kindly.
never die.
Circuits engaged.
Is that 2 strikes? Oh man. Yeah, he's being smart. He is kind of good. I'm trying to think to deal with him though. Trying to think. I may use Bob, and I may go Bastion. Because his shield is throwing me off. Winston, die, buddy. I can't see. Your butt's in the way.
Look at me go! I'm fully focused.
Okay, we may actually win this one. Nice. There you go. Yeah, Winston wasn't that. He wasn't the best. No, he was trying though. He.
Play of the game.
That Winston was struggling. He walked into Reinhardt right there. He was struggling. And I got one shot right there, so I can't say anything.
Winner.
Are you surprised?
Yeah, our hero's characters right there. Yeah, they had Persona. They had a Persona collab in this game at one point. They've done several anime collabs in this game. They've done Cowboy Bebop, My Hero Academia, One Punch Man, Persona, and something else. I got an endorsement, so I'm happy with that. But yeah, the Winston, he was doing terrible though. Because Winston, like I said, when I say dive, you know, Doomfist a little bit, they changed him some, but like Winston and Ball are meant to go to the back line. So they're meant to dive the squishies, the healers, you know, but usually Ball's better at getting away somewhat because Winston, what you want to do, usually when you play him, you want to dive them, get the squishies for a little bit if you can get the kill. If you can get the kill, stay there until you get the kill and then run off and get health yourself. If you can't, dive them, hit them for a bit, drop your shield, get back to your healers, hopefully in time to get healed, and keep repeating that until you kill them. Our Winston was trying to play like a frontline tank where he's trying to help guard the front. It doesn't work like that, buddy. You can't do that. They're going to kill you. You're not meant to do frontline tanking. I don't know what Ball was doing. I think he was helping some too, distracting them some. Thankfully, they didn't go to Sombra. Sombra would have shut them down, but Sombra is countered by Monkey very badly. So it was a good win. I'm happy with that win. You know, we can go with that. Kyle's like, Demon Rat looks scary. Well, that's not Demon Rat. He's actually supposed to be a scarecrow, I think, or jack-o'-lantern. Like, so he's supposed to be a scarecrow inside of a giant jack-o'-lantern is this skin. I like this skin a little bit, but because he doesn't really have a whole lot of cool looking skins in my opinion. Like I said, he doesn't have just a whole lot of cool skins. Because I usually want to play in things that look somewhat cool. The only other one that looks cool that I did like this one, High Roller. 8 Ball's okay. Iron from, again, Cowboy Bebop just looks stupid because you wouldn't even know that's Iron. Unless you just know Cowboy Bebop, you would not know this is what it is. It just looks stupid in my opinion. Snowman, Lucio Ball, which is stupid. Like I said, some just don't look cool to me in my opinion, but you know, everybody likes different things. But I'm glad we got that win. Like I said, we were struggling there for a bit. But we came together. We came together. I'm happy with that. But I also want to open these Pokemon cards tonight. I forgot to order these, and so I'm kind of like happy a little bit because it's like, when's the last time we've gotten to get Pokemon cards and open them? Which I won't say anything. That's my water cup. Well, it went some water. But there's a Walmart next, really close to me, that sells Pokemon cards. And next time I get paid, I may go see if I can get some because I'm very happy because I'm not going to say where though. But because I don't want anybody going to try to find these things because last time I went was several days ago. There were still some there, and I definitely want to be able to get some. And so I definitely want to say where they're at because people, will go out there and try to scalp them. Kyle's like, the only skin I really like was the Widowmaker when it turns you into Sarah. I have that one from StarCraft 2. Yeah, the Warcraft skin. Barry is talking about this skin right here. There's the Nova skin, and then there is the 20th anniversary celebration, the Kerrigan skin. So I have both that one and the Nova. But I think the Kerrigan skin is kind of hard to come by because it's part of the 20th anniversary celebration and also the Winter Festival that happened in 2023. It used to be really hard to get because originally it was just for the 20th anniversary celebration. And then they tacked on the 23rd. So the next rare skin is this one right here because you only get this skin if you bought the original Overwatch when it first came out. Kyle's site, do you have the plastic sleeve seals to put the cards in? If I find something good, yes. I have a few one-piece sleeves if I find anything good. So we'll go through that. Like I said, it's been so hard getting Pokemon cards now. I don't even try to order them anymore. Like if I just happen to come across some, on a website, if I'm browsing and I see it go live, I'll try to get some. But the way that the game, how it is now to get how to come by cards, I just don't even try because it's just so stupid. Like scalpers and stuff has ruined my love of this game, or love of collecting the cards, and so I don't even try now because now you just have scalpers in almost every hobby, and it's not even fun to try to collect cards now. It's like before, you guys know, I used to buy like a trainer box every time I had a new release, and I would open on stream. I can't do that now because they're so hard to come by. So I just said, forget it. I'm not even going to try to every time I see a Twitter post saying, "Hey guys, the new set just dropped. Go over there and try to get some." Unless I'm just right there at that moment, I don't even try. I say, forget it. I'm not going to waste my time. I can use that money for something else, and use that money goes toward other good things. I can improve my house or something like that. But now I don't even try to get cards usually. Wait a minute. It says 6 booster packs. Okay, I was only counting 5 for a second. What was the best card you ever got from a pack? It was I think it was an Eevee card from the prismatic set. I forget how you pronounce it. But it was several sets ago. It was an Eevee set. The Terra Eevee form was part of the rarest card I've ever gotten in a set. And again, even if it's rare, I could care less. Like I said, I'm not in this for money. It was just like, oh, cool, I got the Eevee. Actually, I think there's a Twitch clip I had of that, where I'm pulling the cards, and I actually pulled that, and I did not know it was rare. I'm like, okay, we didn't really get anything cool this time, that's fine. But it turned out that card was actually kind of rare. Barry's like, give me that Eevee. But yeah, so, okay, so we have Team Rocket's Murkrow, how you pronounce it? We got Togepi. But it is sealed though. I did have it sent off to get graded and everything. It did get a 10. But again, I'm not in this for money. So it's more just because I like collecting stuff. What is this? This is Grubbin. Raboot. We got Goduck. We got Boss Orders. Is this the we have Giovanni at home card. We got Charmeleon looking all cute. We got Mercargo, and that should be it. And Bravery. So nothing in this one, nothing rare. Nothing rare. I don't count just rares as anything rare. They're just basic rares. Miss Magus, how you pronounce her name? So that's it right there. Again, nothing rare in that set. You know, some reverse hollow full cards, but nothing rare. So there's that one. Like I said, these will go out in storage when I finish with this too. Like these are, you know, I collect these for fun. Some people on here will freak out and try to sell these cards. What's the rarest card in that pack? That pack was probably Miss Margot, how you pronounce it, because she's just a basic rare. But also, rare cards don't really look as cool as to me as old cards, like in the first set, like Neo Genesis, like the early cards. Rare cards nowadays just look like basic cards that just have like some light hollow on them. Like if you hold that card up next to like say with the original like Blastoise or something, they look cool. Kyle's like Miss Magus, yeah. Hang on, let's see if I can find her in here. I think it's Kyle said this card right here. Like I said, it's just a basic rare card. Like I said, again, it looks no different than any other rare card. Any card in the set, it's just hollow full and it has a star next to it. You know, I said in the past they actually made rare cards look actually rare. Nowadays it's just like, oh, it looks like a basic card, just shiny, in my opinion. We got Dorlock, how you pronounce his name? Draclock, how you pronounce his name? We got a waitress, a woman who works at Kmart, little waitress. We got Score Bunny, his first form. We have Shnoom. We have Delicati. We have the Fighting Gong. We have Glistener, which I don't know who the heck that Pokemon is. I really don't know who that is. I don't think I've ever seen him. We have Canary. And then we have Reverse Hollow Full Chameleon, or Charmeleon, which I could care less about. And then we have Team Rocket's Transceiver. And energy card that is Hollow Full. Reverse Hollow Full Energy, so I guess that's a thing now too, Reverse Hollow Full Energy. I didn't think that was a thing. I like Score Bunny. Yeah, when I played that game, Score Bunny was the Pokemon I went with. Barry's like, well, there's Hollow, then there's Hollows with a small symbol on it. Yeah, you do. Like, there's so many dumb sets now. Rinku likes that. I don't really care for it, but Rinku actually likes that though. The cards that have Reverse Hollow Full, little symbols on them. Like, to me, that's just padding out the sets. I really hate when card companies do this now. Like this Charmeleon, we literally just got this Charmeleon a second ago. But this Charmeleon is different because look, he's shiny and has a Pokeball on the bottom. And that means he's different than the other one. And I think that is the stupidest thing in my life when they did this to these sets. Again, no hate. Like, this is not me saying I hate anybody that likes this. I just think it's stupid. Because it's like, oh, you can get a basic Charmeleon, but you can also get this Charmeleon who's Reverse Hollow Full with a Pokeball on it. And to me, you're literally just padding out this set. I hate when companies do that, where it's just like, we're going to make more. You know, imagine playing the gacha game where you get the same character, but they have blue hair instead of red hair, and that means they're a different version of their character. That's exactly what this is. I think it's dumb. But anyway, you know, that's just me. But again, if somebody likes it, that is completely fine. There's no hate at all, you know. Trying to open this without tearing it, because I used to cut them open, but then I found out that I think one time I did this and I cut into the cards. Never again. Kyle's like, what does Reverse Hollow Full mean? Okay, so hang on, we gotta explain what Reverse Hollow Full means to Kyle real quick. Let's see. Oh no, don't worry, Kyle, it's all good. Let's see. So let's just Charmeleon right here. And then we have the basic Charmeleon right here. Okay, so. Alright. So Reverse Hollow Full is this right here. This is Charmeleon. This is his regular card. It's just a basic Charmeleon, basic card. You know, not rare or anything like that. This is Charmeleon. Okay. Reverse Hollow Full means that you now have this Charmeleon. And now again, this is the first one. This is the second one. The first one, this stays all this is just basic, a basic card. In this section, pay attention to this section right here. This is just a basic, it's just a basic card, not shiny. The second one, a reverse holofoil, means that this stays basic, but the rest of the card is now holofoil, like shiny. Like the rest of the card is shiny. And so this just means, this is what a reverse holofoil means. It means the rest of the card is shiny, but the other part is still basic. And like, again, they started doing this. I mean, they've been doing this for a while now, but for me, I really don't like it because it's, again, just padding out the set. So like I said, you can get the basic card Charmeleon, but they could have the entire set be reverse holofoil. And it's so stupid because it's like, oh, this set has like, say, 40 cards in it, but technically it's 80 cards because all of them can be reverse holofoil. And it almost makes no difference, honestly. In some sets now, you can find some rare cards reverse holofoil, but usually it's just to pad out the set. Just make more money. Give more reason to collect the cards. They're no different. Like stat wise, they're the same thing, honestly. So we have Metatype with this one. Metatype. How many do I have left? Okay, another pack in there. So then hollow cards is shiny, and then the bottom is basic. Then, Basic rare cards are like what you just said, where the basic part, like on the Charmeleon card, it will be shiny instead, and the rest of the card will be basic. And like, again, those same cards can also be reverse holofoil, I believe. It's just, like I said, a crazy structure they did. We got Metatype, we got Starly. I used to use him when he first came out in the game. I really like Starly. We have Bisharp, which you gotta be careful saying his name because you want to say, I won't say another word. Erika's Tangle, or Tangela, not Tangle, sorry. We have Raichu that nobody ever uses. I never actually evolved any of my Pikachus into Raichu when I was little. I think I always stayed Pikachu, unless I had to just be forced to evolve him. We have, I can't pronounce her name, Mischief something. I know she's from one of the games I didn't play. I think she's from the Sun and Moon games. I did not like those games too much. I think she is. We have Bravery. So we got a basic Bravery. Earlier, you guys may have missed it, we got a reverse holofoil Bravery. And then we have Ethan's Margalo. Okay, Ethan's Margalo. And then Team Rocket's Spy Drops. I could have swore this card came out before. I have this card, I guarantee. But it's reverse holofoil. And then we have Spectre. I can't pronounce his name, Spectre. So I love Raichu Surf. I do like Surfing Raichu. Okay, so we did get, I guess, one rare card in this set. We did get this one, the Margot. So we're just gonna put him in this card set. I'll go back and show this off in a second. Like I said, I don't pay attention to what's rare. I just, like I said, I just like having some packs to open. But yeah, I used to how much did it cost? I can't remember. Not a whole lot though. I think it was like I think it's like this set was like $20, something like that. It wasn't a whole lot. I just wasn't able to get much. Alohan Raichu. Thank you, Barrett. Yes. I do miss Pokemon Yellow. I remember like when they had that game and like Surfing Pikachu. I used to love that game when it first came out. So, all right. Oh, I dropped some. Oh goodness. Okay, so we have Cynthia's Gibble. We have Vanelli, or N's Vanel, how you pronounce his name. We have Larry's comatose thing. I forget how you pronounce his name. Dreppy. I'm pronouncing these names terribly, I know. I can't pronounce his name. Starvey. Some of these names I'm pronouncing terribly. It's my fault. I like this card's name. N's PP Up. I like that. This card's name is N's PP Up. That is hilarious. I'm actually gonna say that card. That's just funny. That makes me that's hilarious. Cynthia's Gabbett, Cascoon, reverse hollow full Cascoon, reverse hollow full Metacham, and then that's it. Oh, hang on, I dropped these two, and then it's just Okie Doggy, and then just a energy card, of course. Kind of like Cynthia's Gibble when evolved to scare. Yeah, Cynthia was a beast back when that game first came out. Yeah, people know Cynthia as a beast. She was tough to beat. Like I said, the original Pokemon games, kids don't understand. Those games are brutal. Like the original Pokemon games, like back when you fought, because I think nowadays when you fight the Elite Four, you can heal in between the matches nowadays. I think you can actually heal. I want to say back when the games first came out, you couldn't do that. Wait, no, what it is, how did it change something? I forget what it did. It's something that made it easier now with the Elite Four. I could have swore back when I was a kid, the Elite Four, you just had to push all the way through it. Like you couldn't leave and go heal. I think now you can full heal in between every set. But I want to say as a kid, you just had to just, brush your way through it. Barry said, you saying something made me think of last Legends Arceus fight. Legends Arceus fight. I haven't beat Legends yet, Barry, so I don't know what happens in the game. I will play it eventually. I will go back and beat that game eventually. Because I need to go back and beat Splatoon 3, and I need to beat Splatoon 3 and Pokemon Arceus. I never have beat it yet, but I need to go back and play those two games. Like I said, I just haven't got time to beat those. But I do want to beat both those games, especially Splatoon, before that new set comes out. That new game comes out. I probably will get that. It looks pretty fun. Imagine if Cynthia caught Arceus. It'd be hilarious. I don't think anybody technically in the game should catch Arceus since he is the god Pokemon. But, it's one of those things. I always liked Arceus. He's so cool. Okay, so... Okay. So... Don't think there's anything big in this one. No, nothing in this one. Okay. Nothing in this. I like kind of see the edge to see if there's anything good in here. We got Hitmontop. We got Ruffet. We got Tynamo. How you pronounce his name? We got Silcoon. Calcoon's evolved form. We got Vicabolt. I'm probably pronouncing his name terribly again. We got Lights Balls. We got Salzel. How you pronounce her name? We have Metatype Reverse Hollow. We have Ian's Velenite again, Reverse Hollow. I really hate Reverse Hollow, so it gives me stress in my heart. We got Ethan's Margot again, but this is just a rare version. The other one we got like a illustration difference, and then we just have the basic energy card again. So Kyle's like, do you think the Pokédex is accurate about the Pokemon descriptions? I do. I just don't think the games would ever act on it though. Like, I would love to get a Pokemon game where they actually made a game based on descriptions, like the ones like Drifloon, where it's like it carries little kids off to like the afterlife. Basically, it kills them. That'd be hilarious. Not killing kids, of course, but like the fact that like Pokemon Pokédex is dark. If you read it, like Magikarp only exists to be ate by Pidgey, I think, or Pidgeot, his evolved form. Like that's the only reason he exists now is to be ate by those things. And like if you go through and read most Pokédex like lore, it's dark stuff in there. Like goodness, dude. Like, so, and this is the last card right here. It's the last set. All right, so we got Chikorita. We got Heletopite. I don't know how to pronounce his name. We got Night Stretcher. We got Clefairy. I remember when the game first came out, Clefairy. Oh, it's kind of funny. We got Clefairy, and right after we got Clefable. It's pretty funny. But the funny thing about Clefairy, I remember like when Pokemon first came out, they were like, this is a space Pokemon, because nobody knew anything about her. And like that was kind of like the early lore of the game, where it's like, oh, she's actually a space Pokemon. It's kind of cool, Kyle's like the fire snail would melt. Yeah, like they said, Kyle knows about some of these descriptions here. The fire snail, he gets so hot he literally could melt the earth if he wanted, or melt through the earth. But they would never do that though in the games. You know, it's just kind of crazy stuff. There's some things I think they just can't put in the games because it would just destroy the world. Like half the Pokemon could destroy the world, honestly. You got Mariana, you know, but Digimon are still stronger than Pokemon. Never forget that though. Like Digimon are still stronger. You got Nighttime Mind. We got Slurpuff, Reverse Hollow Snorm, Reverse Hollow. Again, don't care for any of these cards. Just stupid. Erica's Victory Bell. Rare. It's a rare card. Okay. And that's it. And Basic Energy. So, did not get almost anything rare from this set at all. You know, and that happens sometimes. Like I said, I don't get these, you know, I mean, you do want to get a rare card every now and again. Like, man, I hope I get a rare card sometimes. But at the end of the day, you're also not just, you know, you're not just sitting freaking out about, oh, I didn't get a rare card. Like, I do wish I got one, but at the end of the day, it's just like, it's fine. It's what it is. Bear's like, how many did it come with? It came with 6. Because this is a booster bundle. Yeah, it came with 6. It comes with 6 cards. Or 6 packs. So, you know, I think it's fine. Like I said, sometimes it is cool to get a rare card. But, let me see. At the end of the day, though, if all you do is chase money, you'll never be happy because that's all you want. You just want to get, you know, the latest rare card. Oh man, I gotta get this card because it's the, you know, and it makes me sad looking online right now at the prices of these cards. Like to buy a single set of the cards right now, I'm looking on one website, and just a single booster pack is selling for $11, which is just insane. I can't even begin to think why people would charge that. Like, it's just crazy. People are, I don't know. It's kind of stupid. Oh, this is the set that came with the Gengar card. That's why. That makes sense. Okay. There was a Gengar card that came with this set. That explains why it's so expensive. Okay. So, hang on. I know the screen is black. I do know the screen is black. I'm just checking real quick in this website. Yeah, so this set right here, the rarest card in this set is Pikachu EX, and Mega Gengar are the rarest cards in this set right now. And then from there it kind of just drops. But I was trying to find like what a single pack was to show you guys. I saw it earlier and I messed up. A booster bundle? Oh my god, like it's insane how much this booster bundle goes for. If the pack is 11 and the pack is trash, yeah. But like what I just opened, again, I originally bought this, I think, for like $20. Like one pack of these cards are going for like $75 right now. That's insane. The peak was 117. You know, I can't even imagine why people spend this kind of money like that. Like, no, don't do that. Don't be a scalper, please. Don't do that. Like I said, and I think a single pack, I'm trying to find it where I saw it. A single pack cost you, yeah, right here. Right now it's going for 11. I think I saw a guy that had 8, but it's a Korean set. Sometimes you will see Korean sets on here. Right now, an unopened pack goes for $11. That's insane. They sell the cards, yeah, they sell them directly, or you can buy the packs and hope you pull something. I can't even begin to imagine why people would pay that. Let me see what I paid for this again. Like I said, $75 for what I just opened. That blows my mind. Let me see how much I paid for this real quick. Oh, let's see. Pokemon Center. They emailed me on Google. Oh, hang on. It's Google, I think. I have sometimes I got different accounts, and I forget which one I do. Let's see. Yeah, here it is. It was Google. So it is. Hang on. I paid $26 for this set. And the fact that it is selling for 3 times that price blows my mind. But I originally bought this card I bought that booster bundle right there. I originally bought it for $26. And there are people online trying to sell it for just one booster bundle for $75. That's insane. I can't even begin to. That's why I hate collecting the cards now. It's so stupid. It's so stupid. I can't even enjoy the game anymore because it's like you can't. It's just dumb. But the only 2 rare cards we got tonight, like I said, were Team Rocket's Transceiver and the special illustration for Ethan's Margot. How you pronounce his name? Those are the only rare cards I got. So, but anyway, unlike most people who would go online and try to sell these things are going to go out in storage. I'm going to put them back in the box. I'm going to seal the box, and this is going to go out in storage. Is where it's going to go. Like I said, I don't collect these things for money. I do it for fun because I like open the card sets to show you guys what I get, and hopefully I get something rare. If I do, cool. Still going out in storage, but yeah, going out in storage. But again, the fact again, I just want to emphasize, I bought this for $26. That right now the going price is $75 for this. It's just insanely stupid. But, you know, people will, you know, to get rid of scalpers, you have to start buying scalpers. Oh no, Kyle, I'm not that. No, there's nothing in that set I got that's that rare. No. Now, if I had something like my Pikachu Van Gogh card, now it is sealed, and I do have it put somewhere special because that is a special card. But otherwise, no, they just got in storage. I'm not that crazy. Like I said, Pokemon is just for fun. I'm not sitting there trying to make money. And in the future, you know, again, now I do have regrets when I was a kid that I did not take care of the cards I did have back then more. Because there's a few cards I had as a kid that I kicked myself at night thinking if I still had that card, it'd be worth something that could help my parents maybe. You know, because anything I get money-wise, I give it back to them. But I had the original Lugia card when it first came out. I won't ever forget getting that card either. I went to a flea market with an old friend I used to hang out with back in middle school. We don't talk much anymore now. He's had his own life now, stuff like that. No bad things happen between us, so we just don't talk anymore. But yeah, it was very valuable. Yeah, the original Lugia card that came out, the very first one, is super valuable, especially if you have it in good condition. But I went to a flea market and I bought I had enough money. My parents gave me enough money to, like, what it was, his mom would take me and him to a flea market at a city right outside of a town, a small town called Rogersville, I think, somewhere around there, I think. Anyway, his mom would take us out there sometime, and there used to be a flea market out there, and one of the guys sold Pokemon cards. And my parents gave me just enough money to buy food, because we would always eat lunch at a pizza place we went to, and then we go to a flea market, and they gave me enough money in case I saw something cool I could get sometimes. And we didn't go every weekend. It was like maybe once a month, I think, or something like that. Because it was a long drive, and for us to take us all the way up there, it was a long drive. But yeah, and the flea market, I bought the Pokemon card set. And I remember opening it, and I pulled Lugia, and I won't forget because the guy who gave me the pack really wanted that card. He's like, I will give you like any of my cards right now for that. And back then, you know, being a kid, I was like, no, I really like Lugia because he's a new Pokemon and stuff, and it's kind of cool. And he wasn't upset, I don't think, but I just, you know, took it home and everything. I have no idea what happened to that card. Like I said, I've had through my life several rare cards, you know, that nowadays are worth things that back then I had no idea they were worth what they were. Like I had I think I had the original Exodia cards, and I think I traded those for something. I know what happened to that Lugia card. I traded the Lugia card for all the original legendary birds for some reason. You know, there were a lot of bad trades I made as a kid, but back then again, Pokemon was not meant for money. I mean, you did have books that said this card's worth like $50 and things like that. It's like, oh, that's cool. But nowadays they're worth drastically more. But again, nowadays I just collect for fun. If I want to make money, I can go sell something or 3D print things, make a profit that way. I don't have time to sit out here, Now, if I was like, not doing anything or like say still in college, I had free time. I could like I don't have time to sit in line anymore. Kind of like even if you traded it for money, you would get in trouble. Not really. Like back then, like not really. My parents they wouldn't have got mad about it. It was just kids didn't trade for money back then. Like we knew, like say Beanie Babies and things like that. We knew about the value somewhat, but like we didn't really like. There was no kid that I guarantee no kid that really banked on that really well. Because most of those trades and stuff for money was done by their parents usually. It's like, oh, I had the Princess Diana Beanie Baby when it first came out. When she died, yes, that was worth a lot of money. But kids weren't out there making that. It's usually the parents, and kids would be like, oh, I got this rare Beanie Baby. But if they want to make money, usually their parents that sold it and kept the money or gave them a little bit of it and stuff like that. But like I said, you can make money doing different things now. I don't, like I said, if I was still in college and I had free time, I would still probably, go to a store and camp out to get some cards. I don't have that free time anymore. Now it's work. I come home, I'm tired. As I get older, I don't want to do that. I just want to come home some days. It's like even with streaming, some days I just want to come home and take a nap. I took a nap today, actually. I turned on some nature music and took a nap, and I felt pretty good for a bit. But Kyle was good. Work was good though. It was very slow today. It's Friday, so Fridays are usually pretty fun because they're kind of slow. But it was a pretty productive day. I got some tasks done. I enjoyed it. I talked to my old artist friend. He's doing pretty good. He told me why he disappeared. And it makes sense because he said, he lives in a different country, and he said they shut down the way he got payments back then, so he couldn't do art anymore. But he was happy. It made me feel good too because he said he was happy that there was somebody out there that liked his art enough to seek him out again. And I was like, yeah, dude, your art was awesome. So he's still working on my commission for me, but I'm happy that he still, that he, was happy that I still liked his artwork. But he said he's much older now, so he said he may not look the same, because he doesn't really do it a whole lot anymore. But he was just happy that, he may get back into it now, So I told him I would definitely try to keep coming back to him. But yeah, I'm glad for him too. Like I said, I did not know he was still around because it's been like 8 years since I talked to that guy. But his art was always very good for my characters though. So I'm glad he's still around. I'm glad that he can still, do a commission for me. I told him when he finished these two, I would definitely use him again because I like his artwork. He does a good job for my characters. And, any way that I can, I'll help him out. I may even give him a little bit more than what he's asking for. I'm not going to say what he's charging, but I'll probably give him a little bit more because he has done good work. He does not charge an arm and a leg like some artists. There's some artists out there, and that's not, I don't want to rant about that. There are some artists out there that charge an arm and a leg. I don't know how they get work, but there's some artists I've seen their artwork. It's not just that great, and they will charge you like for a full body picture. They'll charge you like almost $80, $90 for that kind of stuff, and it's like, your art is not worth. I mean, that's just me though. I've seen so many artists over the years. It's like some people will charge an arm and a leg for art, and it's like no. But that's a whole different beast to try to get into right now. I'm not going to do that. But like I said, yeah, I was going back to Pokemon cards and stuff. To stop scalpers, you have to stop buying from them. And there's so many scalpers now in different areas, and like card collecting, toy collecting. Even manga collecting now, I think they said. The only way to stop them is to stop buying them. If you keep buying from scalpers, they're not going to leave. And I don't know why people find this so hard to follow. And it's like, well, and I hate the excuse of, well, if I don't buy it, I can't get it. Well, don't get it then. You don't need it. You're the reason they stick around. And like I said, if I was still in college, where I had free time, I would actually probably still camp out for cars and stuff like that. Because like back in my college days, I used to go to midnight launches. I used to go to early releases, and I would sit outside. You can't. You really can't. There's nothing you can do. Now, some people will say like eBay used to have a thing where you could not list a set if you don't have it in hand. But as long as they pay for it, you can't stop them. And like Pokemon could stop them. Honestly, there's one way. There's one way to stop scalpers. There's several ways to stop them. they could make it a you have to have an account with us for so long system, and you can only have one address with us. Like you can't. A lot of scalpers can use multiple email addresses that go into one address. Like what they could do is tie the payments to like one card. You have to have on file, and it can only be the one address. That is the like one thing you can do. It's like okay, you want to buy cards from us, you gotta give us an actual physical address, and you have to have a form of payment on here. But you can't change it. You can't. Yeah, they're not doing anything illegal. They just suck. Barry's right. But you could do that to stop them, because then that person is tied. They can't make multiple email accounts. Like you can only have one email account tied to this address. You can't have multiple email accounts to one address. That would stop some of them. Also printing the sets into the ground helps some too. Where if they print so much of the set that the scalpers can't make money off of it, like they were just like, all the cards sold out, we'll print some more. Those sell out, we'll print some more. And eventually you just keep printing it till it's like the cards are so inflated that they can't make money off of it, because like, well, they're just overflowing store shelves now. But Pokemon won't do that right now. They don't want to do that. They're not safe to trust. No. I mean, technically, if you want to say trust in the sense of to get the cards from them, yes. But morally, no. They are terrible people, because they will, and again, I'm not going to rant tonight about that. We can do it later because it's so late. Like, the Pokemon, like, ordeal right now, I want to say is a giant pyramid scheme. Probably not the right word to use, but I want to say it's a giant scheme, because you have card shops that will tell you, we're charging the market rate right now for these cards, because a lot of card companies are like trading, like our comic stores and stuff like that. They also sell Pokemon cards, but they will also charge what scalpers are charging. And they say, well, it's because that's the going market rate. But if you put it together, it's like, but guys, you're the one, like they're setting the prices what I'm trying to get to. I'm not sure how to phrase it right now, it's so late. But it's like, you're the one setting this price. It's like there's a giant scheme where we're just charging what the market rate is, but you are the market rate. You're the ones pushing this price right now, and it's like, that's why it's so high. And so it's like a giant scheme where they're just making extra money on the side. And, yeah, pyramid schemes suck. That's why in the 90s they were a huge thing. And, yeah, pyramid schemes are terrible. King the Hill actually did an episode on that, and it shows you how bad they are. Like I said, the people on the bottom are the worst. The people on top are the ones that make more. But like I said, the comic book stores, they make money off this stuff too. But like Barry said, they're not doing anything illegal. It's just a terrible practice of what they do, honestly. Where it's like, I'm going to go to a store because I don't do anything. I'm just going to buy the entire set, and I'm going to sell it for 3 times the price. It's just a terrible practice, honestly. But anyway. Hopefully one day, I don't think it'll ever come back down. One thing they could do, like I said, the one thing that would help, that could like destroy the scalper market is if they do what Secret Lair does with their card sets, where they just say, hey, we're going to make this set right here, and it's going to be open pre-order for the next like 3 weeks. The next 3 weeks, as long as you have an account with us and it's not a brand new account, it's open pre-orders right now. There's a limit of 2 each, but there's open pre-orders for the next 3 weeks. That would destroy the scalper market, I think, in some ways, because that way they can't buy anything. Because if you want the cards, as long as you pre-order in the next 3 weeks, you're guaranteed to get a set. That's what they do with Secret Lair. Sometimes it's like open pre-orders. Do that, and I guarantee you probably kill most scalpers. I mean, not physically kill them, but destroy their market, because they can't make money off that. Now you'll still have some people trying to sell them after the fact the pre-order shut down, but that way everybody has a chance to get some cards. It's kind of like what Limited Run Games does right now, where they say, "Oh, you want to pre-order this game? Well, you have like a month to do it." Okay, I got a month to do this. If I don't do it, then after the fact, somebody could turn around and try to sell their copy for a high price, but Limited Run Games has their own issues right now with, taking forever to get their stuff out. But it is getting late, kind of like I said, I'm pretty much done for the night anyway. I'm just sitting here rambling and ranting and stuff. But we may come back tomorrow. I'll let you guys know. I'm trying to post on YouTube. But But yeah, you have a good night. And like I said, it's good chit chat with you, Barry, you as well, Rinku, Knight. I know you guys probably turned in already because it is late. I may come back tomorrow, but like I said, I'm going to try to get my 3D printer going tonight, and I don't want you guys hear a noise. So hopefully I finish this costume, at least a chest piece tonight, and I'll let you guys know how that goes. So anyway, you guys have a good night, and I'll talk to you guys later, because it is late, and I'm tired. Yeah, Barry, you go play some HSR. I'm going to do my Nikkei dailies real quick, and then I'm going to conk out myself. So anyway, you guys have a good night.